All right, good afternoon, everybody. We're really happy that you're here. Look at this line of people that are getting vaccinated, and that's going to help our state, be safe and our community safe. It's going to allow us to keep our economy open and our schools open for our students. So you can see that the outreach in the communities is working, and we're stepping up, to be right where people are, to get vaccinated. This work takes it takes us a great deal of work. Pastor, how are you? Good to see you. Thank you. Thank you. And right now we know that every shot counts, especially when it comes to protecting ourselves against the Delta variant. Vaccines are our very best tool to fight the variant. It helps keep people out of the hospital and families out of the funeral homes. The majority of the people who end up in Rhode Island hospitals have not been vaccinated. Now, this is actually our second vaccine day of action this week. Earlier this week we were in West Warwick. Before that we were in Newport and Woonsocket. And we're going to keep having these vaccine days of action alive and well until we vaccinate the Ocean State. We had the same goal when we were in the other communities as we have today, to get more Rhode Islanders vaccinated. Right now, we know there's 201,000 people who live in the state of Rhode Island that are eligible to be vaccinated. And we're digging in on that number and finding ways to reach these people. On Tuesday, the number was 205,000. Today, it's 201,000. If we work together, we're going to make sure that the people in the state of Rhode Island are vaccinated and the families that live in the state of Rhode Island are safe. We're going to be talking more about our vaccination efforts and the Delta variant at a meter availability with the Rhode Island Department of Health on Tuesday. And we're looking very closely at all the issues that would drive decisions. And I mentioned on Tuesday that we're looking at the healthcare industry in particular right now, about moving and doing some things there. I really can't say enough. In order to keep ourselves and our community members safe, the best thing we can do at this very moment is get vaccinated. Just what the people are doing that are waiting in line right now to get vaccinated. That's why I'm here with community leaders and why I've stood next to so many new colleagues over the past several months. We all have one strong mission. We want to protect our state, we want to protect our communities, and we want to protect our loved ones. And we all know that we can do that through vaccination. I'd like to thank a few folks who made this effort possible. The Department of Health, the community outreach teams, and all these incredible volunteers behind me in blue. And we'll be recognizing all our first responders. I was happy to make that announcement and have that announcement made at Waterfire, the announcement of Waterfire last about a week ago, that we're going to honor all our volunteers, all our first responders at that Waterfire, and we want to make sure that you are all there. Everybody's been working on this thing, make sure you're there. We have Amber Delgado and the Providence 02907 Health Equity Zone. Thank you so much. Leaders like, we know that in this area we have leaders that are not with us today, but Senator Quezada, Councilman Jim Taylor, Pastor Sandra Miller, who's here, and physicians like Dr. Pablo Rodriguez, who I've worked with on education issues for many, many years. And he was here long before I was working on these issues, but I've been around here for a long time, Doc. So, and then of course Rep. Slater, who's here with us. I wanted to also recognize Pastor Chris, who's a Deputy Chief of Staff in our office, and we're very excited about his work and getting his feet on the ground with me. And of course Rosa over here, Rosa DeCastel, and she makes sure that I see everybody, and we need her in many of the lines that I walk through in neighborhoods around the state of Rhode Island. And a shout out to the Providence Health Equity Zone. for helping us supply healthy food boxes. Your impact on the community is so appreciated and felt widely. Please get vaccinated today and take a box home with you. And we can't forget the Dunkin' Donuts, local franchises in each of the communities we visited have been so generous and provide donuts and coffee for our vaccinators, volunteers, and folks coming to get vaccinated. And I want to say once again, and I can't say it loud enough, thank you to our National Guard. You see them over here, thank them. Thank them. Thank our National Guard. They have been incredible. They've been incredible. Thank you, our National Guard. They've been, you're doing your work. I know you're doing your work, but we're recognizing you. We can't thank you enough for your service. Thank you, sir. Now, Rhode Island is in great shape in terms of getting our adults vaccinated, 18 and over. We're a little over 80% of our 18 and over population vaccinated. That's helping our state of Rhode Island stay out of trouble, but we need to get our middle school and our high school students. Superintendent, how are you? You're everywhere. Okay, well, I started the day with you. We need to get our middle school students, our high school students vaccinated before they return to school on, when are we returning in Providence? September 9th. So that's a great target date. If you haven't got vaccinated yet, today is the day. Our vaccinators will be here from 4 to 7 o'clock, and together we can achieve our main goal, which is to vaccinate the Ocean State. Let's keep working at it, and with that, I'll turn it over to a friend of mine that has been active on many, many things in our General Assembly over the many years that he's been servicing this area. Rep. Scott Slater. Rep, come on up and say a few words, please.
Thank you, Governor.
Yeah, you're very welcome.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Governor, and thank you for all the work you've done around COVID and making sure that our community gets vaccinated and keeping this in the forefront of all Rhode Islanders, not just my district. But I'd also like to thank everyone who came out and made this possible today, all the volunteers, Health Equity Zones, 02907. Great to have your efforts and going door to door and educating so many folks. And we see today, if you look at, I mean, the line of people that came out to get vaccinated, you did some amazing outreach. And, you know, we've heard some of the issues with social media and misinformation around vaccines. I'm just really thankful that you've come out here and educated folks and got them to easy access to the vaccine, which not only keeps their family safe, it keeps my family, it keeps all our families safe, and it keeps our small businesses, as the governor mentioned, operating. All the folks behind me that have been here on the ground today and throughout this whole pandemic, working and educating folks. I just very thankful. As Governor McKee had mentioned, I'm Representative Scott Slater, and this is welcome to District 10, 02907. It's a wonderful district. We have the Recreation Center behind us. We have the Community Center behind us, and the folks that work in there just do the daily basis. They help our community, they help our constituents, and I'm so thankful for all them, the National Guard, and the superintendent who, you know, was principal over here right around the corner. So we have some great and talented folks here in Rep District 10, and I just want to thank them for constantly contributing to our state and making our state better. And Governor, thank you. You know, you've been doing a wonderful job since you've taken over as governor, and I appreciate that. And so thank you everyone for being out here, and thank everyone that actually taking the time to get vaccinating to protect me and protect my family and all your family and loved ones. So thank you. And I have the great pleasure of introducing someone that has been an icon, a pillar in our community for many years on health issues, Dr. Pablo Rodriguez. Thank you. Come up here and you're much more of an expert on these issues than I am, so thank you.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you, Scott. Thank you, Governor. And thank all of you for being here today, and especially because this is a message for the people that the 200,000 that have not gotten vaccinated here in Rhode Island. I want to speak directly to you. Our rate right now is 126 per 100,000 people, and our positivity rate is 3%, so it's increasing. That's the Delta variant coming into our state. So it's important that we, those of us who are vaccinated, talk to our neighbors, talk to our family members, talk to our friends, and give them the right information. The Kaiser Family Foundation did a survey asking unvaccinated people, why are you not getting vaccinated? 53% believe that vaccination is a greater threat to them than getting infected. Well, I'm here to tell you that that's not correct. That's not right. 98% of people hospitalized are unvaccinated. 99% of the people that are dying are unvaccinated. So that is not a good reason. 57% of them say that the media, these are people unvaccinated, that the media is exaggerating the COVID pandemic. Over 600,000 people dead is not an exaggeration, it's a tragedy. And we in this country can put a stop to it. Waiting for FDA approval, why is it taking so long? Well, it's taking so long because this vaccine is brand new, and it takes more than 6 months before an FDA can analyze the materials to decide whether it's fully approved. But it doesn't mean that it's not safe. It only means that a bureaucracy needs to take place, and in the next couple of weeks, it will be approved, fully approved by the FDA. Vaccines don't work. You still get infected. 9.8 per 10,000 people vaccinated are the ones that are getting breakthrough infections. 9.8 per 10,000. So please, you know, the numbers don't bear out your fears. And the vaccine technology is too new. It hasn't been around. 1990, this technology was developed in mice. In 2010, we discovered how to hide the mRNA material to get it into the body. And Moderna was founded. The company was founded in 2010. So this is a technology that is over 10 years old. It just got developed for COVID. To me, the most important message is we have had 4,198,000 total child COVID cases in this country. That's 4 million children. And they represent 14% of all cases. So we need to protect our children, especially those who cannot be vaccinated under age 12. The way we're going to do that is by getting vaccinated ourselves and by encouraging our neighbors, our friends and families to get vaccinated. And Latinos and African Americans, please, we have to do better. Especialmente los latinos, tenemos que hacerlo mucho mejor. Solamente 53% de los latinos han sido vacunados. Tenemos que llegar al 80, al 90% para proteger a nuestras familias. We have to protect our families, our children, and the only way we're going to do it is getting vaccinated. So please talk to your neighbors, talk to your friends, and let's save our planet. Thank you. I think I'm to present Ambar Delgado, who's the project coordinator for the Health Equity Zone, 02907, which all the health equity zones have been incredible in this battle, but, you know, Amber's is just showing what can be done when the community comes together. So, Amber.
So, as part of the backbone agency of the 02907, as the 02907 Health Equity Zone, West Elmwood Housing is really honored to be here today, joining efforts with Governor McKee and the Rhode Island Department of Health in an attempt to keep our families safe and healthy. Through our collaborations with Estenis Pharmacy and the West End Community Center, we have been able to provide equitable access to the COVID-19 vaccines to our residents of the 02907 and through our initiative of the Health Equity Zone. Es ahora más que nunca que necesitamos que ustedes protejan a sus familias y se vacunen. Asimismo, como dijo el doctor Pablo Rodríguez, hay cientos de estudios que se han hecho para probar que estas vacunas son seguras y efectivas. Y es por ello que necesitamos de su apoyo. Si les interesa saber un poco más acerca de nuestros servicios de apoyo para la comunidad, pueden comunicarse al 401-332-6198. Thank you so much. We would like to thank RIDO, or Rhode Island Department of Health, the National Guard, and everyone else in here. And right now, I will leave you all with Pastor Sandra Miller.
Thank you. Well, good evening. I'm here representing the Rhode Island Ministers Alliance, and this is just truly beautiful today to see everyone working together and seeing the lines as a result of your hard work. You see, we have the National Guard, we have the 02907, collaboration, and just everyone working together. And now you see the fruit of the result of your labor. You see the line getting longer and longer. And this is a great turnout on today. And it is showing that we are really headed in the right direction. When we see the numbers, you get one person at a time vaccinated, one family at a time vaccinated, one household at a time vaccinated, one community at a time, one state at a time. And we're definitely headed in the right direction. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Superintendent, just come up and just say a couple words about how we're going to get the young kids vaccinated in the Providence schools, because I know we've been talking about that, just how important it is. While we got the camera here, I think it's so important to hear from our leader in the school department in Providence about why this is important for us to do. Sure.
First and foremost, thank you to everyone, Governor, for giving me the opportunity to speak to our communities. It is extremely important. I can't explain how important it is to get vaccinated. I'm speaking to you from the heart, because that's the only way I know how to speak to my community. I know how difficult it is. I'm in the process of losing a loved one to the virus because they didn't believe in it. So please, if there's anything that I can say or do to give you the confidence to go and participate in the pop-up clinics that we have, get vaccinated, get your families, get your loved ones vaccinated. It is extremely, extremely important to make sure we do this, not only for ourselves, our family, but also our community. We need each other. So le quiero explicar rápidamente que le estoy hablando de corazón, porque lo que estamos pasando en este momento es muy importante para nuestra comunidad y familias que sepan lo importante que es para tener la vacuna. Estamos en el momento, yo en este momento perdí un familiar porque no creía en la vacuna. Por favor, ¿qué es lo que le tengo que explicar? ¿Qué es lo que le tengo que decir? ¿Qué es lo que tengo que hacer? Para que ustedes, mi comunidad, mis familias, mis amigos, vayan, busquen la vacuna. Por favor, protéjense. Lo quiero de corazón. Gracias.
Yeah, Superintendent, thank you. And I just want to tell you, Superintendent, you have many of your students that are in line right now,
Yes.
that the City of Providence
Yes.
schools. So thank you for all
Thank
the work
you.
that you're doing, and looking forward to working with you to
We
make
will.
things just great for the schools in Providence and
Thank
all
you.
the students and families. And finally, I'd just like to have Emma come back up. You know, we're going to give a little proclamation to you for the Providence Health Equity Zone 02907 in gratitude for your participation in the COVID-19 vaccination clinic in Providence, Rhode Island, and working in partnership with the State of Rhode Island Health Department in order to drive change at the neighborhood level and getting shots in the arms. Thank you so much. This is really a great thing. Would you take a picture with me? Beautiful. That's very nice. So congratulations, and thank you everybody for being here.